What's up, guys? My name is Ryan here. Welcome back. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about discussion and topics. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm back on my microphone again. It's been a long time since I have done a topic and discussion video for you guys. And today's topic is actually pretty interesting. Now, obviously, some of you might know who Damian Prosalandis is, because I don't think not many people will know him because of the 1,835 people, or maybe I might be wrong, because he has a lot of good views though. 6.2k, 3.4k, and 559k, and etc. Now there is a video that I actually want to point out. Now, first of all, I cannot watch the video because I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to get copyright claims or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do is just not watch. However, I've already watched the video 2 hours ago, and I was planning to make a video right now. So yeah. So let's talk about this guy. And this guy literally points us as losers. Because in these two videos, quit video games before it's too late, gamer addict or something like that. Then the other video goes, the ugly truth about video games, why gamers are losers. Now also I want to point out about anime as well, because in this video, the ugly truth, this one right here, you see my mouse circling around this video. Yeah, this video, he didn't put in anime as well. I don't know why he didn't put in anime on the title here, like why gamers and anime lovers are losers. I don't know why. But in the video, he also pointed about anime and why he also despises anime and why we shouldn't play anime and discuss this kind of shit. Now, to shorten things out, because I'm gonna probably talk about 3 minutes around there, because I need to speed things out because I have to go soon, and also I have to do my light work here and also my little Krita work that I've been planning to do. Now, obviously, coming back to the topic, this guy points us out as losers because in his own eyes, in his own opinions, video games are bad for us. That's what he sees, and to us, video games to him is a waste of our time. What? Okay. First and foremost, I'm gonna talk about for those who are adults, elderlies, or younger age, or whatever age you are, and I want you to understand this. Video games, there are ups and downs about video games nowadays. Now, obviously, games can sometimes cause you to have addiction and many more, but it's not the video game's fault. It's actually your fault for not understanding how to control yourself. If you know how to control yourself, it won't be a problem. But if you don't know how to control yourself, then it will be a problem. Not the video game's problem, it's gonna be your problem for not knowing how to control yourself. And for this guy to just blindly assume, because he has according to his bio, I read a website about him not long ago, thanks to the Act Man, who I was curious because he also reacted to this video as well, the ugly truth. And I actually also want to point this out because of, thank you, by the way, thank you, the Act Man, for putting this video on my recommendation and watching your video. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I actually want to point this out as well. Because this is actually really important for those adults out there. Most probably they won't watch my video because it's under the gaming category and stuff. So yeah, most probably so, but who cares? I don't care. As long as you guys watch and agrees, I'm fine with it. Now, obviously, coming back to the topic here, this guy is clearly a millionaire. He's rich, and I've seen his bio. He's actually rich. He has no interest in video games, but he despises video games, and he's basically rebelling and going against this and stuff. Not exactly going against this by going spreading false shit, but actually he kind of did on Twitter, and he got lashed back big time. He got being backlash big time for us gamers, and anime lovers as well. So actually there are bits and pieces on the video here that I also want to show you guys, because I kind of downloaded somewhere. Where the fuck did I think I just deleted it. Oh yeah, I kind of deleted it. Alright, coming back here.
What's up, Twitter?
So in this video here, I purposely downloaded because my YouTube doesn't seem to work, and yeah, I have to download videos from now on, and probably have to reformat the entire PC again, which is a bloody annoying thing to do, because I have to re-download everything again and do stuff like this over and over again. Ugh, I hate it. But overall, I actually want to point this out. Now, in this video here, it's actually, I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest, because there is a Twitter that he posted. For example, if you watch anime, you know your life sucks. You turn it into a fantasy world to compensate for it. Since my real life fantasies will never materialize, being the loser I am, at least I can be a fanboy or girl of an imaginary character in an imaginary world. I don't see the problem with that, Damien. I don't see the problem with that. People have the rights to imagine whatever dreams and fantasy they like. It's up to them to dream and create a fantasy world on their own selves. I don't see any problem with that. And why would you say that if you watch anime, you know your life sucks? How is that so? Tell me honestly. Because true, the animes I know, for example, Baki, which is the 2018 anime, fighting anime, which is completely, absolutely gorgeous, and I love that anime. One of the also prime examples, Boku no Academia, or better, Kill la Kill, or The Seven Deadly Sins, and many more. These animes are so good because why? They have a moral behind it, and I like animes that have morals behind it and teaches you along the way. And for you to say that your life sucks when you're an anime lover, it's purely ridiculous. It's absolutely mind-blowingly stupid. It's absolutely stupid, and I really, really, really despise what you just said. Okay, Damien? Really, I really despise what you just said on Twitter, because especially this post here are all from Twitter, just to let you guys know. Okay, so you can't just say that, Damien. You know very well that you're actually trying to pick a fight here. You actually want to pick a fight, and you come up with the most stupidest topic ever. Okay, because end of the day, we're gonna backlash you, and through the end of the video that I saw, he already knew what was coming. He's gonna get the hate. He's gonna do this and he's gonna do that, and he basically talked back. I can't remember because it was about 2 hours ago. I need to rewatch again and stuff like that, and in order to point this out, and probably write in the comment section below to tell you the full story and stuff like that. So the second post: video games are the modern day substitute of kicking ass, conquering and dominating. The Vikings, Mongols, Macedonians, and every other civilization of great conquerors would laugh at the mentally and physically soft men of this era. I don't see that problem. I really don't see this. I mean, no, I shouldn't say the problem. I mean, I shouldn't say don't see the problem, but I find that this post is a bit dumb. I shouldn't say a bit. No, so what's wrong with me? I should say this post is dumb, basically dumb, just dumb, because I don't. How is it making us mentally and physically soft? How is it that seriously, for me, for us people, some of us aren't interested in reading books. Some of us are not interested in watching television shows such as Net Geo Wild or National Geography. Like seriously. Like there I know some people who can't study at all. And what do? They either work or they pick up animation or they pick up portrait drawing or art drawings or etc or 3D painting and many more. And you know what, they are successful. And you know what, also video games, they're not bad. They help you in your education as well. For example, For Honor and all the other games from Ubisoft and all the other games from other studios as well. For example, God of War. Now, God of War, yes, it's a bit of twist here and there, but there are such things as gods, Greek gods. And through the game, God of War, they teach you what role these gods do. And for you, Damien, to say that all the Vikings, Mongols, and Macedonians would laugh at us in this current era is wrong. You got it wrong. Because thanks to video games, it helps us know what it's like back in those days. What it's like to be living in those civilization, those cities that are built behind walls, those big castles and many more. Without video games, we wouldn't know how glorious and how beautiful back in those days were. For example, I should give Red Dead Redemption 2 was basically the Western style of Texas style, and and it teaches us what's it like back in those days. And for you to say this, laugh at the mentally and physically soft men of this area, I would say this is wrong for you to say this. It is absolutely wrong. It's mind-blowing wrong. Absolutely. And I'm like, why do you have to start this situation? Why do you have to start with this problem that you know yourself that you are gonna get backlashed big time, and yet you still do it, and you have not seen it yet? And by the way, why the fuck are you holding a bloody baseball? And that baseball belongs to the Walking Dead. I want to see how to post. If you play video games any kind for any amount of time, you are a loser to some extent. You are substituting real world conquest and glory for the artificial conquering of the virtual world that matters nothing. Like I said, why would we be interested in reading books? I'm not interested in reading books, newspapers, and other storybooks that talks about the past. I don't like reading books because it's boring, And if you were to play video games or watch anime, it teaches you at least something that interests, still manages to teach you what it's like back in those days. How does the night look like? How does the sword, how were blacksmiths making swords back in those days? How do they create sword? And you know what? The video games deliver it. And that's how we know, that's how the blacksmith, creates swords. That's how the samurais use their sword. That's how the Westerns use their crossbows. That's how the Chinese create this wonderful the Forgotten City, or the or whatever city it is. At least the video game shows us what it's like back in those days and how it looked like back in those days. And video games nowadays have created this wonderful thing of teaching us some morals. For example, Nier Automata, it helps you by teaching you the true logic behind human about humans, about psychologically, about why we humans are basically the main destruction for Earth, and stuff like that. If humans were created, um, probably their main source of purpose is to destroy what God created. We destroy and stuff like that. Some video games will teach you about moral and logic. Some video games can be wrong. There are ups and downs in certain video games, okay? I'm not saying all the games are purely 100% good. No, they are not. There are some of them that are imperfect. But come on. Video games, and they teach us something. For example, for us, if we don't know certain words, for example, substitution, or one of the big words, psychologically, or mentality, or frequency, or whatever word it is, whatever bombastic word it is, at least the video game manages to teach us how the words are. And if so happens, if you're curious about what this word is, we'll go on the Wikipedia or whatever website just to search what this word means. Some schools never teaches this word, and if video games come up with such a bombastic word, for example, and if we're curious, we'll just go into the internet and just say, oh, so that's how the word is. You get what I mean? And for this guy to just say that, you are substituting real world conquest and glory for the artificial conquering of the virtual world that matters nothing. What do you mean by it matters nothing? Actually, it kind of does for us artists, and because I'm in the art industry as well, and I'm also in the gaming industry. I mean, I don't work in a game store or anything, but I support the gaming industry big time. And I'm also a big art fella as well. So because I tend to play video games also kind of help me in art, because it gives me the drive to move forward. It gives me the idea. Video games are never bad. It's also one of the great source of learning. Okay? For those of you who disagrees with me, understand this. Video games is also one of the main source in learning things that we had never known before. Okay? So, yeah, let's carry on with the next tweet. Okay, here's another tweet. Imagine being such a loner loser. Your life revolve around idolizing a school-aged teen cartoon who's fitter than you, than buying a plastic doll of her and tickling it with a feather. That pretty much sums up the life of the average anime male fan. What? Hold up. Revolve around idolizing a school-aged teen cartoon who's fitter than you, then buying a plastic doll and tickling it with a feather. That pretty much sums up the life of the average anime male fan. Why would you... What? That's so raw. No, I mean, what I'm saying is that average anime male fan. I mean, come on. It's up to the anime person to imaginize something from anime and visualize and love someone through the digital world. What's wrong with that? If someone doesn't want to have a girlfriend and wants to become a loner, let him be a bloody loner. It's up to his own choice to choose if he wants to get a girlfriend or not, or he wants to visualize an anime character from a virtual world. It's up to the person to choose. Not for you to judge any person or any anime or also gamers to visualize something like this. It's okay. For me, for everyone, it's okay for you to visualize something that you like, a character, for example, or a girl from a cartoon series, or an anime series, or a video game. For example, Witcher. You like you like Trish Marigold, which I love Trish Marigold because she's a redhead and I love her. For number one, her character. Number two, the way she talks, the way her character is being introduced, the way the character is being portrayed as a sorcerer who's managed to be a friend to Geralt of Rivia. And I love characters. I love the visualized characters. It's up to me to choose. And then you just say, then buying a plastic doll of her and tickling it with a fan. Okay, that part is a bit what? Is a bit what? I don't get it, that kind of shit, So what else? I know you have more. So the point is that he's trying to also point out is that it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And these are the backlashes. So you saw the tweets are basically backlashes about him. And I really kind of disagree most of the points that he's trying to make up for. And the worst part is that he thinks that video games are an addiction to most gamers. Yes, like I say from the very start of the video, I think I just mentioned it before. Video games can be an addiction if you don't know how to control. Most of the children nowadays are not able to control, all thanks to who? The parents. It's the parents' fault, because at the end of the day, you created the child. The child is in your own responsibility. And it's your duty to monitor your child. If you're a parent, it's your duty to monitor. Instead of blaming on devices, instead of blaming on video games. Now, obviously, for some of the adults who lived back in 1980s, you probably must have known this already for a long time, and it was one of the most famous case where two young boys at the age, I think about 13 or 14, were playing GTA. Now, in the first place, why on earth are they playing GTA? Tell me honestly. And the best part is the children. I mean, the parents are somewhat like the parents just don't care about those kids back in those days. They see, the kids having fun, and let them be. Let them have their own fun, not realizing that the games that they're playing is actually fucking violent. Now, in the first place, why on earth would you allow kids to play violent games at the age of 13 and 14? Well, back in the days, if I remember correctly, there was age restrictions on video games. If I remember correctly, or most probably when the 2000 video games were starting to put out age restrictions stuff. But also, come on, as a parent, you should monitor your kids. You should see. You should be curious. You should take care of your kids even more. And then when after that case happened, everyone starts blaming about video games, how bad they are, how they can corrupt a child's mind in the first bloody place. Why did you not care about your kid playing such a game like this, and you basically let the kid just continue playing? And so far, so what? What you've done has already started a major problem. And end of the day, it's the parents' fault for not taking care of their kids properly. It's never about the game's fault. And coming back about addiction wise, yes. But like I keep saying, it only occurs when you don't know how to control. And also the controlling part, I want to say, parents who are watching this video, make sure you understand this. If you see your kid being addicted, you know what to do. It's the time and place for you to tell your kid, you gotta stop. Instead of giving up, you gotta stop playing video games and spend more time. For kids nowadays, it's a bit difficult, because for adults nowadays, having their mobile phones around and the kids see them playing the mobile phone, they begin to say, "Mom, mom, can I have the mobile phone? Can I play with your phone? Can I have my phone back?" And the moms and dads, they see the kids. Hey, my kids making so much ruckus. I don't want any more noise to disturb me when I'm in the middle of sleep here. Come on, kid. Oh, you know what? Just shut you up. I'm gonna give you this phone. You're gonna play whatever you like. Just give us some sleep. What the hell? It's the parents' fault. End of the day, it's never the game's fault. Okay? Now, continuing. Because like I said, I won't be actually playing I won't be actually playing the volume at least, but I'm most probably just gonna show you the video and stuff of the parts that are quite major in this video. Wait, hang on. What did he just say? Okay. So also this one will be another problem. Pankaj Solanki. Okay, I have never read this one before. This tweet. Damien has helped me better than anyone else in my life. He inspires me for health, wealth, mindset, and other things. He is always willing to help if you ask him right way, and he cares about all little details. His both courses and wonderful. His advice works. I am now on my way to systemizing my business, and Damien has provided me the essential details to make the system work. Okay, that's not really important because that's up to him, his own choice to choose. That's basically Pankaj's own choice to choose whether he wants it. If you don't have a life worth living, if you don't have everything that you want, that you want in life, you shouldn't have any time to play video games. You should be out there changing your goddamn life. What? From what I know, video games such as Markiplier and other YouTubers as well, other mainstream video gamers out there, they're actually making a good life, They're actually making a very good life. And also I want to point this out because I've got to mention this. He mentioned about gamers, wasting your time and they won't be successful. Dude, Damien, have you not seen the live streams through Twitch? Have you not seen the live stream through esports and many more? They are making hell tons of money because of those things. Have you seen Twitch? Have you seen YouTube videos? Have you seen YouTubers, video game YouTubers who, for example, like me, I'm doing video games every single time. Like me, I'm doing Horizon Zero Dawn. And you know what? I'm doing this for the fun of it. And I don't care how much money I'm earning because at the end of the day, for me to play video games and posting is more like learning as well, psychologically, of how people are reacting and stuff. It's actually a good thing, to be honest. To tell you honestly, if you want to become a YouTuber, it's good because, for example, if you want to create a vlogging video or stuff like that, or you want to become a streamer who wants to stream some video game content, it's actually a good thing because it teaches you how to see, how to analyze what kind of people exist. And I actually do highly recommend you doing YouTubing as well because when you're doing a commentary, it's actually good and it kind of improves your way of speaking to other people, your way of doing a debate in schools and many more. It's actually a really good thing, and I really recommend you doing YouTubing as a form of a practice, as a form of studying both how people are reacting to your video, how people would love, and how people would hate, and you basically learn from your mistakes if you were to do YouTubing. Like me, I have videos that I have done that created a lot of mistakes, and back in then I don't know what the mistakes were. And now, after reading so many comments and after seeing the dislikes and rewatching the video over and over, I begin to understand how people want this video to happen, how the people want this thing, and what I should do, and and stuff like that. Without these things, you won't be able to know, you won't be able to overcome that obstacle, And for this guy to point out, for us to be losers, and for video gamers, would not have the opportunity to have a successful life. What kind of shit is this bullshit, man? Come on, bro. Oh my god. I mean, for you at least to see the example that has already been put on YouTube, have you seen how big the game industry is? How big the YouTubers are? Especially gaming YouTubers. PewDiePie, one of them, is for the example. Or better, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Vanos Gaming, H2O Delirious, Cartoons, many more, Shirako, and others. They earn so much money through YouTubing, through playing video games, and they are so successful. And why would you say that? It really kind of disturbs me the way he's trying to point out here. Like, seriously. And I understand that, yes, video games, we can't play video games for the rest of our lives. Okay? That's also one of the things that he's pointed out. But he's basically putting it in a hostile way, instead of putting it in a proper, most calm and just understanding way. But he's instead trying to show us that the kind of violence, throughout his words. Not exactly the physical violence, but if you just look at the way he talks, the way he tries to tell us, it's actually kind of like slightly a bit ferocious, I would say. I don't know the correct word for it, but you probably get what I mean by the meaning of a bit, not exactly vile, but kind of rough onto us. But at least you can actually try to explain a little bit more smoother. So, going on. So, time I wasted on video games. If I spend half the time. Actually, most of you, if you're reading this, if you look if you look at this post here, end of the day, it's your own choice. But for him, he's basically spreading the negativity of how and why gamers are so losers. If you look at the tweet carefully, that's your own opinion by saying, I find that video games are a waste of time to me. I rather prefer to work than to spend my time wasting my time playing video games, where I, the keyword, I could have spent most of my time doing business, making a business, and etc. The keyword has already been revealed. Me. It really means by you yourself. I, as a definition, would recommend only for myself that I would rather do my own business by creating my own business than to waste time on playing video games. I mean, yeah, that's your opinion. But for this case, he's spreading negativity and basically shoving us up the ass by saying video games are for sole losers, which I totally disagree. I really disagree. You know how many video games kind of help people? You know, by telling us the secret message behind it. One of the prime example as well, I forgot to mention, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, where it teaches you about some people that actually exist in this world, and how some people, the way they think, the way they talk, is exactly as the game portrays. And that's one of the prime examples. And dude, Damien, you're not seeing it. Some of you who are there, who are being like Damien here, you're not seeing it. You never seen it. The true side, the light side about the video game. And seriously, Damien, you really gotta stop doing this. You really gotta start saying, oh, video games are for sore losers, you know, and spreading for some false rumors. And you know what happened if for example, if youngsters who were to watch your video, and you know, for youngsters to immediately grow up at the age of 13, and you know, there are other youngsters such as 13 will have a split. Some are interested in video games, some are not interested in video games. And for you to post a video like this, you know how many people would make for those video game lovers who are basically interested at that age of 13 or younger. Do you know the letdown that you're gonna create on this poor kids? Other kids will agree with you, and they'll call the other kids who are interested in video games, hey, you there, you sore loser, why do you play video games where you can actually pass your very test? You can go study, you know. Why the hell are you playing video games, man? You're a sore loser. You're a weakling. I'm better than you. You're not into this shit. Go ahead. You're gonna fail anyway, etc. Like that, for example. And it's happening throughout many different places and throughout the country that I'm living in as well. And it's a shame. It's a shame that people like this guy actually kind of exist. I mean, it's a good thing that people will have their own choice to choose. But please, it's your own choice. Don't have to go onto the social media or any websites, for example, instead spread false words and saying that video games is bad. Dude, have you ever seen video games that are that low? Come on. Have you seen Kingdom Hearts? Have you seen Nier Automata? Have you seen For Honor? Have you seen games that have meaning and morals behind it? Seriously, dude, you gotta start doing this shit, man. Because to tell you guys honestly, after watching a few of his videos, 2 videos for example, I actually begin to get a bit pissed off over the fact that he's trying to spread like false things to us, in telling other people who aren't interested in video games, and saying to other people, you know, guys, let me just say, for those people who are playing video games out there, I know you guys, okay, for example, in a meeting room, I'm standing on the stage, and if I'm Damien, for example, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I know you came to this meeting hall just to see my own topic here about why video games, you know, why people who are playing video games are sore losers, you know, and you know, and giving them the meaning and stuff like that. Because why animes nowadays, they're visualizing fantasies, they're creating their own world in their mind, and you know, being distracted through what's going on in this world. And you're telling these false things. You know what is going to happen? You know what's going to happen? Other people that are following you are also going to fight against us, who are also going to go against us and say some bad shit to us, saying that, oh, you don't deserve to be living. It's saying so many letdown words, so many bad negative comments to us, saying that if you continue playing video games, you're never gonna get a successful life. If you're continue going to play video games, you're never gonna get a girlfriend. If you continue playing video games, you're just gonna die. You know, you're just gonna die straight away because you're never gonna be able to survive. You're not worthy. You're low life for playing video games. What kind of shit is that? What kind of idea that's gonna happen? This video, this particular video here, as you guys are watching, has been posted 3 months already. And thank you, by the way. Thank you to this guy again. He pointed it out on my recommendation. Thank you again. You're basically telling other people. Thank you also for the community, gaming communities as well, to go against this kind of topic, because you're telling him something. I want you to continue doing against this guy. I want you to go against other people who are thinking the same concept as he is. And, you know, for other people to also spread some false shit. And I hate that fact. I really do hate it. That people like this guy, like this scumbag, spreading some false bullshit throughout the internet, throughout the social media, and many more, just to tell us that video gamers are sore losers, or anime lovers are sore losers. What the shit? What the absolute shit? Okay, so I want you guys to consider this. I want you guys to understand this thing here that is going on for also not only for this guy. There are other YouTubers as well supporting him. There are other YouTubers that are also against him. There are other YouTubers that are doing the same exact topic as he does, and, you know, hating YouTube, hating us gamers and stuff like that. So I really don't know. I really don't know what to do with this shit. What to do with him, because all I can do is just post a video and tell you guys that there are people out there that are doing some stupid wacky shit, just either to get fame or just trying to do some kind of crusading shit through the internet, telling and spreading some false shit on the internet, saying that video games are bad for your health, that video games are no good for you. Well, if you see the statistics, nowadays video games have morals, and thanks to video games, it has helped many people as well. One of the prime example, Overwatch. If you look at the trailers, if you look at the positive and negative, you can see the flow through every cinematic you watch, the story of Overwatch. Just watch that. What do you see? What is the moral in Overwatch? The moral is there's hope. There's legit hope. There is still left with these remaining heroes that are willing to help save the world. There is hope. And for you to just say that video games is just a waste of time and stuff like that, think this twice, Damien. Think this twice. Because for me, I'm supporting video games 100%. I am very much supporting video games a lot. And I will never, ever spread shitty things about video games being bad for your health and stuff like that. Like I always say, if you know how to control, if you know the correct age you're on, 13, 14, 15, if you know what game to play, what games not to play, you're good to go. Okay? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe to my channel here, Infinite Power Gamer right here. Make sure to subscribe, because right now I only have 65, which is a very sad number. Let's hope I get 100 subscribers. I really wish to get 100 subscribers, which it is possible. So if you guys were to actually subscribe to me, please also press the notification bell, just to check for any updates from my channel here, because I'll be posting all other videos here, like other kinds of videos as well. Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona, Overwatch, etc., and many more, you know. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Please give me a thumbs up. Make sure to also subscribe me, follow me on, you know, on my League of Legends here. Make sure to also follow me on my League of Legends, because I'll be posting League of Legends videos pretty soon, to be honest, because there has been a problem with my League of Legends, videos might have possibly lately. So I don't know why, but yeah, hopefully, just find me. Just go to Rhino Tree right here. Just type in onto the plus sign here. If you're a Garena user, just go here. Just type in the summer name, and you get to find me. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. Please give a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.